So these are exercise problems. This is 2.6. A parallel plate capacitor with air between the plates has a capacitance of 8 picofarad. Find capacitance if distance between the plates reduced half. Okay, and space between the capacitor between the plates is filled with a substance with dielectric constant 6. Okay, now see, actually we know that if we fill dielectric, then electric field will become 1 upon k times, and we also know that the E is proportional to V, okay, and C equals to Q by V. That means here due to this dielectric, okay, the capacitance will become k times, okay, because see V is proportional to 1 upon k, that is a denominator, so that k will go in numerator, okay. So that we'll discuss in the theory also. So first of all, say the initial capacitance is C0 is 8 picofarad. The dielectric constant capital K is 6, and the new distance between two plates is d by 2. We know that C0 equals to A epsilon naught upon d, and C dash, that is capacitance when we bring two plates nearer. Okay, it is A epsilon naught upon d by 2, so that will be equal to 2A epsilon naught upon d. So this can be written as C0. So C dash equals to 2C0. Okay, and final capacitance is K times C dash. As I explained you, okay, V is proportional to K. V is proportional to 1 upon K. It can be written as V by R or say V by D, so you can understand. So V is proportional to 1 upon K and C is proportional to 1 upon V. Okay, so 1 upon K, that capital K will go up. So new capacitance will be equal to K times C dash. So K times 2C0. K is 6, 2 is 2, C is 8 picofarad. So it is 6 2s are 12, it is 96 picofarad. Okay, you can remember like this, that if the space is filled with a dielectric constant K, then capacitance will become K times. Directly you can write it. Okay, I will just explain you here, but you can directly remember. Now these three capacitors are connected in parallel and we have given 100 volt supply. We have to find out resultant or effective capacitance, that is in parallel it is C1 plus C2 plus C3. C1 plus C2 plus C3. Okay, so that will be equal to 2 plus 3 plus 4, that is 9 picofarad. That is 9 into 10 raised to minus 12 farad. First answer. Now we have to find charge on each one. Suppose charge this as Q1, this as Q2 and this as Q3. Okay, so C1 will be equal to Q1 by V, this is V for us. So Q1 equals to C1V. Okay, C1 is 2 picofarad, so I have to write 2 into 10 raised to minus 12, and volt is 100, so it is 2 into 10 raised to minus 10 joule. Similarly, C2 will be equal to Q2 upon V, so Q2 will be equal to C2V, that is C2 is 3 picofarad, so 3 into 10 raised to minus 12 into V is 100, so it is 3 into 10 raised to minus 10 joule. Then C4, okay, C3 equals to Q3 by V, so Q3 will be equal to C3V, that is 4 into 10 raised to minus 12 into 100, that is 4 into 10 raised to minus 10 joule. Okay, now exercise problem number 2.10. A 12 picofarad capacitor is connected to a 50 volt battery. How much energy is stored? Okay, see, we know that here they have given us C and V. We have formula U equals to 1 by 2 CV square. So C is 12 picofarad, but we have to convert it to farad. So 12 into 10 raised to minus 12 farad. V is 50 volt. So putting the values, half into that C is 12 into 10 raised to minus 12, and this V square. Okay, that is 2500. So the 12 by 2, that is 6 into 2500 into 10 raised to minus 12 joule. writing scientifically, it is, see, 6 into 25, that is 150. Okay, so 2 powers, if I subtract the 10 raised to 2, if I add here, it will be 10 raised to minus 10. And 125 and 150 into 10 raised to minus 10. So we can write like this. Okay, in textbook they have written 15 into 10 raised to minus 9. But scientific method is like this. Okay, now this is illustration 2.10. We have a capacitor of 900 picofarad. Okay, so we have to first of all and it is charged up to 100 volt. Okay, then we have to find out energy stored. Then we have to remove this supply and we have to connect another same type of capacitor, and again we have to find out the energy. Okay, so in this case it will be U equals to 1 by 2 CV square. Can be written as 1 by 2, C is 900 into 10 raised to minus 12 into 100 square. So that will be equal to 4.5 into, now see, 9 by 2, that is 4.5. This is 10 raised to 4 and this is 10 raised to 2. So it is into 10 raised to minus 6 joule. That is U for us. Okay. We also can find out Q. Q here. That is C into V, because C equals to Q by V. So I can write like this. C is 900 into 10 raised to minus 12 into V, that is 100. Okay, so it is 9 into 10 raised to minus 8 coulomb. Here what will happen? I am removing this supply and connecting same capacitor. So charge will be halved. Okay, so here it is Q dash, both will have charge that is equals to Q by 2. So that is 4.5 into 10 raised to minus 8 coulomb. Now each will have energy and we have to just double the energy of each one. So U dash will be equal to 2 times, or say U final equals to 2 times U dash, that is 2 times Q dash square upon 2C. Okay, these two will be cancelled. So Q dash square, that is 4.5 into 10 raised to minus 8 square divided by C, that is 900 into 10 raised to minus 12 joule. So the answer will be 4.5 square divided by 9. So the answer is 2.25 into 10 raised to minus 6 joule. Okay. This is the final answer. Again I am repeating. What happened? See, there was a capacitor of 900 picofarad. It is charged by up to 100 volt. So we have to find out the energy, that is half CV square. Putting the values, it is 4.6 into 10 raised to minus 6 joule. Here we can find out charge by this formula, because C equals to Q by V, then Q equals to CV. So this is the charge. Okay. Now what we have done, that we have connected this capacitor with another capacitor. Okay, having same capacitance. We know that charge will be divided in two equal parts. So new charge will be equal to Q by 2, that is half of this, that is 4.5 into 10 raised to minus 8 coulomb. Each capacitor will have energy, that is, now we don't have the volt. So we have to use Q square by 2C. So for each we have to use Q dash square by 2C. But the energies will be added, we have already explained. Okay, so it is Q dash square upon 2C 2 times. So it is Q dash square upon C. Putting the value, it is 2.25 into 10 raised to minus 6 joule. if they ask you how much energy is lost in this process, okay, then you have to just subtract this 2.25 from this 4.5, because this was initial energy stored, this is final energy stored, and you have to just subtract. Okay, take a screenshot. Bye.